know what's crazy? I damn sure forgot I was mic'd up. I ain't said nothing crazy though. Our ball, 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 our ball. Come on. Yay! I ran into the goal line there, just started blocking. I got out the way.
The Gatorade already ready for you guys, and y'all are gonna pour it. I'm just saying.
That's too heavy. He did that. No cap. He did that. Ball that head. My cold right now. How you doing today? I'm good, man. Can't complain. Same to you. Hey, I can tell you ain't play baseball.
That slide was bad.
You ain't slide, you kneel.
I thought we was taking the knee.
Hey, I got them ballerina classes going on just in case you want to, get a little toe tap in, toe tap.
Well,
Appreciate it.
Stay healthy, man.
Got out, mic'd up. Hell yeah. Forgot all about that.
Woo!
That's what I like right there. You good? All right, catch your breath and get that back out there now. Down.
Come on, get there.
Bruh, I got 99 yards.
Oh my God.
I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm talking right on that, man. I'm hot. 60? You a bad boy. I'm looking at the big screen the whole time. I ain't blocking nobody. Now I gotta go out here for hands. Damn! Hey boy, keep doing yours, boy. Sure. I love it. Well,
hello, Joshua.
what's up?
Nothing much, dude.
Game day for you.
Game day. Bears game day. Ready to roll, baby. Ready
Bring
to
it into
fucking roll. Yeah, we will. We got a lot of games to go over. We got a lot of shit to talk about today.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody.
Yes.
Why is it like so bright over here? Hold on.
I want to get into Frank Reich first.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
Then when we get into the games, we got Ian in here. Redeemed.
Hell yeah.
Switch. We'll get him in there after we talk about Frank Reich. That's what I think we should do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
You want to go
Reich
first? Yeah.
Fired. From
Adios.
gone already.
Yeah. And it is deserved. I mean, we already talked about this for weeks, how I don't think that he's necessarily a bad head coach, just not the head coach for Bryce Young. We both agreed on that.
Head coaching tenure in NFL history.
Yeah. Who's first? Is it?
Some guy who from the 70s who coached 9 games.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. The Panthers, they want to see Bryce Young develop, and they were right away with it, saying, hey, if you fuck up, and you're done.
McCown and Deuce Staley are also gone.
Yeah, and it was shocking to see it this early, but it did happen.
Yeah. And it sounds like
I have one take about this, Josh.
It sounds like Frank Reich is done, like retiring.
Yeah. I would too, but I do have, what's it called? I do have a take about this, Josh, because you know what this all reminds me of? Well, what it makes me think about is it makes me think about that beautiful trade that happened in March of this year.
Mm-hmm.
That now the Carolina Panthers are sitting at 1-10 and have the first overall pick when they desperately need to help this roster out, and they don't have it.
That, by the way, is why I think they did this. Because they're not in a situation where they can just sit and be fine with losing a couple of games and no problem. They want to get some wins right now. So they want to make the change right now. That is why they did this. They don't want to sit there and just have this situation that clearly is not working and wait until the end of the season to get a high draft pick when they don't have their pick. So they're making the move now so they can try and get some wins under their belt this season.
100%. But here's my take about this, Josh. If, let's say, right, the Bears get the #1 overall pick again this year from the Carolina Panthers, Could this trade go down as being one of the biggest robberies in NFL history?
If you turn into a dynasty, sure.
I don't even know about that. I don't even think that you have to turn into a dynasty. If Bryce Young is a bust, Josh, if Bryce Young is a bust, they gave up a season of being the worst team in the NFL. They gave the Chicago Bears a first overall pick, DJ Moore, Darnell Wright, next year's second overall pick. And if we have the first overall pick again, there's a very good chance that the Chicago Bears trade back from that and get an even bigger haul on top of that.
Right. I agree. But I'm saying the mark to beat is the Herschel Walker trade, which single-handedly spurred a dynasty. So that's kind of your mark to beat.
It's up there for robbery. It's starting to get to that point. If the Panthers keep losing, and especially next year, if they somehow lose and they find out that, hey, maybe Bryce Young's not the guy.
In order for it to be the robbery, the Bears have to start winning.
Yeah, I know. Which they will next year, not this year. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight.
It's the RG3 trade.
Yeah.
Well, you have to pick the Bears tonight because you haven't picked your episode of the week.
Yeah, I know. So they might win tonight. You never know. I haven't made my official pick yet.
All right, what are you saying here?
Right. Frank Reich is not retiring because there's a clause in pretty much every coaching contract that you do not get your coaching payout if you do not search out a job. For example, Carolina last season, Matt Rule got fired. He also went to Nebraska. Nebraska sort of offset his buyout from Carolina.
Right.
You're seeing Cliff Kingsbury. If Cliff Kingsbury just whatever they said, like Thailand or whatever, and he didn't search or put in a position anywhere, he wasn't getting him his contract. You'll see Reich pop up as like offensive assistant to the head coach, Matt Patricia type job somewhere. Yeah. But he's not retiring.
He'll either stick in the NFL or he'll be a head coach at some like D2 or like a low D1 college school.
I'm going off what he said, though, because I'm looking at it right here. Ari Miroff has said, this is probably the final chapter of my NFL journey. It's literally a quote.
Yeah, I mean, every coach is going to say, you get a certain amount of grace period. He'll end up on a team come July. He'll surface. Remember Doug Peterson, the year after he got fired in Philly? He showed up in Chicago. He showed up in a couple other teams where he had guys at. You'll probably see that from next year, fill in a few job applications to meet quota, and then he'll slip into one of those positions. So he'll probably take a grace year, but he just for that giant lump sum payout, he is not done coaching in the NFL.
You're probably right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
for
Jack.
Sure.
The one thing that I think is because normally, if the Panthers have their first round pick, I don't like this type of move this fast. I just don't. But David Tepper, as Everett's taken over, he has made it very clear, much like me, he is not the patient type. He is not. He is now fired. He took over as owner in 2018. That is 6 years ago. This is now the third time he has fired a coach during the season. My question is, if you are this quick to move on from a coach, how much time, not should, will he give Bryce Young? He should give Bryce Young.
Well, the thing is, he's going to give him 2 years because the 2026 quarterback class looks very prominent. They look very good. There's a lot of good names there. I seriously think that he's going to get 2 years. He'll get the regular 3 years like every other what's it called? Like every other quarterback, yeah. He'll get the regular 3 years.
Yeah. All right. It's just an interesting thought that I was having cuz he's clearly a guy that is saying we're trying to win right now, and if you're not the guy right now, I don't care if you're the guy in 2 years, we need to win right now. That's kind of how his philosophy has been, and it has not went well so far. But it's just an interesting thought. All right. So on Twitch, because most of our streams, this is the only.
No, I didn't think that they were going to win. I just fucking hate Michigan, and they're going to get the shit beat out of them by Georgia in the playoff.
We'll see. Sorry. But on Twitch, which is where all of our streams are, including this one. If you're not watching on Twitch right now, you can, but also on YouTube. We have there. You get channel points for watching. and there's a bunch of channel points rewards. One of them for the games that me and Michael call, you can redeem coming on at halftime. For the first time, this has been redeemed. Didn't even think about this as a possibility, but it's happened, where someone's actually redeemed it for this show. So, Ian,
what's up, man?
What's good? What's good, guys? You hear me well?
Welcome to. Yeah, we can hear you again.
All right.
Welcome. We have a lot to talk about, and Ian is a big Bears guy as well.
Fuck yeah, let's go Bears.
Which is good. But we got a lot to talk about for yesterday's NFL slate. Josh, if you want to kick it off.
We do. And the way we're going to do this, because NFL halftime, 12 minutes, we're just going to do it at the same time. I'm just literally going to set 12 minutes.
What?
That's how we'll do it. For how long he's going to be on here for.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that is because that's how long we do have. That's how long halftime is. I figured just same time.
Sure, that works.
Right,
sounds good.
All right, let me pull up the list of games so we don't miss anything. Obviously, some games we have stuff to talk about. Some games we don't.
Oh yeah, no, we already talked about Thanksgiving, so that's already out of the picture.
I know.
We already did that. We could talk about Black Friday.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was
the
Black Friday game. So yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
You guys had it right before the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Game.
Black Friday game. I really got nothing. The Dolphins just fucking killed them.
The Jets are terrible. You got anything?
I got nothing.
No. All right.
No.
Cool.
All right. Next game.
I got some stuff here though. Saints Falcons. So,
dude,
I can't pick for this team. Every time I pick the Saints, they lose, and every time I pick against them, they win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Every time I pick the Saints to win, they lose, and every time I pick them to lose, they win.
Because they're a bunch of scumbags. I hate them. I hate them because I was so high on them, and literally, if the Bears win tonight, I go 13-3 on my picks this week.
Yeah,
13-3, and this is one of the like small games that I got wrong. This is it. And I hate it, man. I hate it.
I was so close to picking Atlanta, and Michael did pick Atlanta. I was about to, and I, at the last second, switched to New Orleans. And I'm really mad about that because I was going to pick Atlanta, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Chris Olave left the game early.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's okay.
Yeah. He was balling, though.
Yeah,
he was balling in that game. No, he went crazy in the first half. He went. That was like.
Give me Jesse Bates. Give me some defensive player of the year.
Wow, votes. Yeah, he's up there.
Player of the year votes.
Yeah, he went crazy, bro. He was going crazy that whole game.
Been doing it all year. Honestly, this guy I think has solidified himself as the best safety in football. I think he's done
he's been crazy
all year. He's incredible. And Bijan played great.
Yeah.
Ian, you got him?
I mean, Derek Carr threw for 300 yards, had no passing touchdowns.
Yep. It's average Derek Carr game.
Average Derek Carr.
Yeah, no, literally the Saints, they had so many opportunities to win this game, and they just got shut down every single time they got into the red zone. Every single time. They couldn't score a touchdown.
So, for the first time since COVID, the Steelers had a good game on offense.
They did.
They only put up 16 points, but they played well.
They did play well. Kenny Pickett was out there tossing dimes, man. Holy cow. Got to give the boys props. Hey, sometimes, you know what? I hope that the Bears see this and realize sometimes all it takes is a change in leadership. Sometimes that's all it takes. Which, I mean, the Steelers still have a lot to prove. But through 1 week, that's all it took.
I still think this team is terrible. Offensively. I mean, they finally had a great game on offense, finally had 400 yards, and guess what? They still only put up 16 points.
Yeah.
And only got in the end zone once.
Yeah, that's the Steel City for you, Joshua.
Pat Freiermuth had a good game. He's just a great player. Jake Browning actually didn't play terribly. He had a couple really bad throws, but he wasn't awful. Wasn't awful. Wasn't great, but wasn't awful.
Yeah. Anything else on that game?
Ian?
Pretty mid game, to be honest.
Najee played well too.
He did.
Yeah,
I actually used him for once.
Finally, bro. Najee has been killing me, man.
All right, we got a good game here to talk about. Jags, Texans.
Wow. Doink.
Yeah.
Doink. What
I've
a
ever
game.
seen a doink that dead center.
Yeah, no, that was literally the perfect kick.
56 yards, 55 yards, Perfect.
If he had one more yard, just one more yard in the air. That's all he needed. And that thing was money.
Perfectly online.
But hey, I had the Jags. That thing was a fucking sweat, dude. I was sitting there. Come on. Miss it. Yeah, my buddy who I do Stop the BS with, he was at the game, and I just texted him, and he's like, dude, this stadium is fucking heartbroken right now.
Chicago go through this stuff all the time.
Houston.
Yeah, I know.
Houston, man. That crowd is.
Yeah, they got great fans out there.
I always talk about how I always say how the Ravens have an underrated fan base, and we do. But you know who else is an underrated fan base? The Houston Texans.
It's just the only issue is that they're very fair weather. They are very, very fair weather. If they're good, they will show out. But if they suck, that stadium will be empty and quiet.
Yeah. When they are good, man, that's a.
Oh yeah, no. Plus, also that stadium's great. That stadium's huge.
Yeah.
That place is sick. That's where the Natty is this year for college football.
Yeah.
I think they're hosting the World Cup there too.
Oh yeah, I think they have a game. Except stupid Chicago doesn't, which I don't know why we don't have a fucking World Cup game. I think that's a boatload of bullshit.
How about this?
They should.
FedEx Field has it, and the bank doesn't.
Yeah, no, it should have been at the bank, not FedEx Field. They wanted to say they could have it in Washington, D.C., though.
Yeah.
That's the only
It's not even in Washington, though. It's in Landover.
Yeah, exactly.
In Landover, Maryland.
Dude, it's a bunch of bullshit. But, yeah, that Jags-Texans game was crazy.
It was. CJ Stroud's a
crazy.
Superstar. Continues to be a superstar. Had a great game. Couldn't get it done. Tank Dell is a monster as well. CJ Stroud, but the Texans in rushing. I'm now looking at the stats.
I just couldn't pick against Trevor Lawrence. I couldn't do it.
Josh Allen,
really couldn't do
2.5 sacks.
Yeah, they played great, dude. Shout out to the Jags, bro. Yeah, shout out to the Jags.
Love what I'm seeing from them.
I got nothing else for this, though.
Okay, this is the most annoying one because I had the Bucks and the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to pick the Colts, and I didn't. I picked Tampa. And that entire
you should have won with me, bud. You should have won with me.
You loaned Wolf on that one, actually.
I did?
Game, yeah, I was so close. And then I texted Michael. It turns out he was close, too. We both almost picked Indy, and then neither of us did.
Well, yeah, it was a fucking toss-up game. That was where you flip a coin. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll take Indy at home. I took him because of the home field.
The entire game, I was sitting there regretting that decision. Even when the Bucks were coming back, I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no. That was free right there. That was a freebie. I don't know. I like the Colts a lot. I love Gardner Minshew. Always love Gardner Minshew.
We trust in him. In Gardner Minshew, we trust.
Yes. And I think the wildest part is, bro, is that the Colts are the 7th seed in the AFC right now.
They're undefeated in the month of November.
So weird. So weird.
Eagles, the Niners, the Broncos, and the Colts. Those are your undefeated teams in November.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the rest of their schedule right now. The Titans, they could win that game. The Bengals, they could win that game. Steelers, that's a toss-up game.
That's a huge game.
Yeah, that is a big game. Falcons, they can win that game.
That's a huge game, too.
Raiders, they could beat the Raiders. That's a big game. And this might be for a playoff spot. Their last game of the year is against Houston in Indy. That might be for a playoff spot. Isn't that crazy to think about?
Could be. Very well could be. What is so annoying is that Pittsburgh's schedule is ridiculously easy through the rest of the year.
Oh my gosh, it's so easy.
So that's unfortunate.
They might sweep the table, bro. Yeah,
they've had a tough schedule.
Sweep the table,
but yeah, the rest of their games are very, very easy.
Yeah, now it's literally clean. But shout out to the Colts, bro. Want to see him keep rolling. I want to see him in the playoffs.
Jonathan Taylor was incredible yesterday as well.
He was.
That was his first great game of the year. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressed by him yesterday.
All right. Next one, Joshua.
Tank Bowl, Patriots, Giants.
A little gabagoo. A little bit of Italiano, huh? Dude, his family is awesome. You see they play the Soprano song when you're in out of the tunnel. Dude, that video of his family out in the parking lot drinking, smoking cigars is awesome. That is the most New York family ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a fan. I mean, Tommy DeVito isn't that good, but like,
yeah, how can you, he's terrible, but how can you not be a fan?
He played at the University of Illinois. I don't hate on him. I like him. I'm a fan.
How can you not? How can you not be a fan of him?
Yeah.
And they have won 2 in a row. Granted,
yeah, the rest of it, I don't know.
Just a little bit of this.
Just a little bit of.
And the Patriots missed the 35-yarder right at the end of the game.
Oh my God, watching that was the funniest shit ever. That was hilarious.
Maryland's own Chad Ryland.
Mm-hmm. It was funny. But yeah, I got nothing else for that one.
Yeah. Here. Sad question, but real question. All right, take your pick. Who's your starter? Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi. You have to start one. Who's it going to be? If you have to pick one, who would it be? I would say
the fan sitting in section 300, row 4, seat 9.
I might have to go. So sad. I mean, Mac has done nothing. You might as well start Zappi, right?
Yeah. Why not, dude? You got nothing to lose. They suck.
Just tank.
Caleb Williams season over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we talked about the Panthers, but we didn't talk about them yesterday. And this was my upset of the week. Got it wrong.
Yeah, because guess who woke up? Guess who finally woke up? Mr. Derrick Henry finally did his job and had a good week fantasy-wise. Finally. Thank God, dude. 2 touchdowns for the kid. That's what I needed, bro.
18 carries. They used him.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I knew it going into that game, too. I'm like, dude, against the fucking Panthers, you run the football. Just send Derrick Henry up the middle every single time, and he will do it. Yeah. But, yeah.
That's about it. That's all I got. Brian Burns made a nice play yesterday.
Yeah, he did a good job. He did a good job.
A sack. All right.
How about them Eagles?
Yeah, we're going to get into them in a second. We're just kind of going in order. So they're right before the Ravens. So we'll get into them. But first, Rams, Cardinals.
Rams-Cardinals. Just an absolute blowout.
Yep.
It was blowout city, man. Shout out to the Rams. They did their job. Cardinals under 4.5 wins is still alive with a couple weeks left. Need them to keep losing. They're bad. They're really bad.
Kyren Williams, though. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. 16.
Yeah, welcome back, big dog.
3 on the ground and then 6 for 61 and 2 touchdowns through the air. My God.
Sir.
It's your NFC player of the week right there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we still got tonight, though.
It's true, but I don't know.
Somebody could win tonight.
It could.
When Justin Fields goes crazy, could be him. Could be. All right. How about we have Ian give us his prediction for tonight, and then we'll keep going through the games.
So yeah. We'll give you. What's your pick for tonight, Ian?
All right. My play of the day is Justin Fields over 52.5 rushing yards.
Okay. That's a one play of the day.
That's at least one of them. I got like 4 parlays rolling right now. That's my
I got a lot rolling tonight as well.
I don't know. Right. DJ Moore 4.5. That's pretty good too. Final score 24 Bears, 19 Vikings.
All
Beautiful.
Right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, Bear, thank you for coming on. We love the support, brother. Bear down. Deuces.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's get now into but seriously though, Kyren, in order for Justin Fields or anyone really to take player of the week, I think from Kyren Williams, you have to have some kind of crazy day because Kyren Williams was
Justin Fields might be Fortnite dancing on the Minnesota Vikings tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nothing for that.
We'll see. Hey, we got a scoregami.
Yes, we did. I was so happy.
Broncos.
Dude, I always get like really happy. I always get really happy whenever I see one of those. It makes my day. Like if there's anything that I root for more besides the Bears, it is scoregami.
You want to know something surprising considering that you've been low on them all year?
Huh.
You loned wolf on Cleveland this game.
I did.
Actually,
I thought
you didn't. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I thought that it was going to be a heat check. You know, in basketball, where it's like if you make 2 threes in a row, then you take one more for a heat check.
Yep.
That's what I thought it was going to be. And it wasn't.
Yeah, this Denver team's legit. They really are. I think this team is I mean, they're sitting now 6-5. And not only sitting at 6-5, a team Buffalo now at 6-6. They beat them, so there's a tiebreaker there.
Buffalo's bad, bro. I really want to get into that game.
We're going to get into them in a second. But first, with this game, this game went how I said it was going to go, and that was that my question was, the thing with Cleveland is they're not able to win a game if you cannot hold your opponent to under 17 to 20 points. And I didn't think that they would be able to do that to Denver. And I definitely didn't think that they would do well against Denver's defense. So, in fact, I almost got the score margin right. I had it 23-7, which is 16, and the Broncos won by 17. So I was close.
Yeah.
But great win for Denver. Thank you, Denver, as well, for knocking Cleveland down and giving us very comfortable position in the AFC North right now. But yeah.
Yeah, nothing really much. I thought that it was a heat check type of game, and it really didn't go that way. So
only thing, Denver, give Marvin Mims the ball a little bit more. I still think he can be really good if you use it a little more.
Yeah.
Chiefs Raiders, another game that went exactly how I expected.
Chiefs, had me worried in the first half.
Yeah.
Had me worried. Going down 14-0. Everybody was like, hold on, what's going on? Will Aiden O'Connell do it? And then the Chiefs were the Chiefs, and they dominated. Which helped me because that was one of my bets I won. Bang.
My lock.
Ask Josh. I sent him the plays yesterday. I was on a heater yesterday, fellas.
Yeah, you were.
I was on a heater.
You were.
For the first time in a long time. I will take it all day.
All right. Game of the year. Would you say that?
I'd put it into the conversation. I would.
Yeah.
What other games would you even put on this level?
Eagles. What a game this was.
What a game. And I just want to start off by saying the Bills will bill every single time. The Bills will bill every single time. They always are good enough until they have to be good.
But this year
it's been really bad.
Now, what's disappointing is that their offense the last 2 weeks have been clicking. The offense was great yesterday. Great.
Yeah.
And you look to the old IR and see that Trey White is out for the year. Daquan Jones is out for the year. Matt Milano is out for the year. And you miss those guys.
Yeah, you do.
And they couldn't stop Philly when it mattered. Philly woke up. Give them credit. Now, Buffalo.
That kick, Josh.
All right. Okay. Justin Tucker from 66 yards is the only field goal that I've ever seen that was more impressive than what Jake Elliott did. Ever.
Agreed 100%, dude. In the rain, in the shitty conditions, that's crazy.
From 59 yards.
59-yarder.
I'm telling you, Tuck from 66 is the only field goal I've ever seen more impressive than what Jake Elliott did at the end of that game.
Yeah, that was nuts.
It was incredible.
Josh
Allen had a day.
Yeah.
This is not on him. Philly's really good.
It's just, dude, the Bills will bill every single time. They will. They find a way to lose. They'll have the game. Isn't that crazy that, bro, like, with only a couple seconds left in all these games, the Patriots game, they were up with like 19 seconds left. Loss. The fucking, what's it called? Yesterday's game, they were up in overtime with 2 minutes left. Loss. And then there was one more in there. The Broncos game, they were winning with like 25 seconds left. Lost.
Jets in overtime in week 1. Lost.
It's all just heartbreak city in Buffalo, man.
And they're on the bye next week. But you know what they got after that? At Kansas City, home against Dallas, at Chargers, home against New England, at Miami. And they pretty much have to win out. Good luck. The officiating was not good yesterday, but it did not cost them the game. The Bills lost the game.
You know, the Bills lost. All right, next game.
All right. Sunday Night Football. The Baltimore Ravens moving now to 9-3 on the season. All right. It's time to use the Harbaugh line. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't perfect, but it was us. And that's exactly what that game was. It's one of the hardball lines. It's got a million of them. It's one of its better ones, and that's exactly what happened there. And, you know, they were in control the whole game, and the Ravens looked like they were about to do what they've done so many times, and this team, they closed the game. They finished a game, and that is so huge. That they actually finished a game. Not just for the win, but I think psychologically. Because these players, I mean, we've blown multiple, like 6 or 7 double-digit leads in the last 2 years. So not just the fact that, oh, you won the game. I think psychologically, when this has happened over and over and over again, there's no way that it wasn't creeping into their minds of here we go again. And the only way for something like that to not creep in your mind is to break that trend and actually closing it. And that's what I feel like they did. And going forward needs to be, it wasn't even good. Didn't pick the leg up at the end. I mean, he didn't even hit it well.
Yeah.
He did.
Dude, Zay Flowers. Right. Hey, I will say Zay Flowers, he's
joystick.
No, I don't even care about his actual play. I just want to say, like, he's like top 3 in the NFL for celebrations right now.
Yeah.
He's got some good ones. The flower toss was beautiful.
Yeah. His first and second touchdown in American soil. Because his only touchdown of the year was in London. Should have had one on Thursday night, but Odell held.
Yeah.
But man. Just
you know how much money
this defense is incredible. Keaton Mitchell, for the first time, I've been asking for him. I've been asking for Keaton. And for the first time, he actually got RB1 snaps this week.
Yeah, he did. Also, Josh, do you know how much money was in the air when Zay Flowers scored that touchdown? Like, just in general, across the U.S.
A lot.
Because it was Ravens -3. It would have been a push. You know how much money was won on that right there or loss? Yeah. It's wild. It's really wild to think about.
Isaiah Likely did have a good game.
He did.
What I've been saying is, and now I think Ravens fans love Likely, and I don't dislike him. And he played very well last night. But for me, it's all about the 4 receivers of Bateman, Odell, Zay, and Aguilar. With Odell, though, banged up, Likely is definitely going to have to step up, and he did yesterday in a big-time way. But I really like what I'm seeing from this team. I really do. They're winning. Not only are they winning, but they're winning in different ways. They've won in games where they've dominated. They've won close games that come down to the wire. They're winning in different ways. I really, really like what I'm seeing from this team. And they're good. They're really good. And now we're headed to the week. Rest up. Get ready for the finish out of the season because it's a tough stretch now. We got the Rams.
Didn't we get the same bye week?
Yeah.
Dude, we should have planned like a vacation or something this weekend.
I still got to watch the NFL.
Well, yeah, we could watch it on like a beach somewhere. That's what we should have done, Josh.
That's true.
We could have done the show live from like a beach.
Yeah.
Maybe we still can. You know what? I'll do some research, Josh. I'll get back to you.
All right.
Okay.
But now for the Ravens, we got a tough stretch. So after the bye week, it's home against the Rams. But then after that, it's at Jacksonville, Sunday Night Football, at San Francisco, Christmas night. Then it's home against Miami. Then it's home against Pittsburgh.
Nice.
That's a tough stretch here to finish out that year. But if we can win out, that 1 seed could be ours.
Could be. But hey, talking about a team who doesn't win a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Monday Night Football, and it's the Chicago Bears' last primetime game of the year.
Good.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Justin Fields has provided great primetime games this year. Don't even lie about that.
He has. I will agree.
He has. That game against the Commanders was super entertaining. And the other two were Tyson Bagent. So, you can't do much there. But hey, the Bears are 2-1 so far this year on primetime. They love playing during the week. They hate playing on Sundays. So we look at this game, and it doesn't matter if the Bears win or lose, guys. It doesn't matter. The Bears move back 1 spot if they win this game in the draft. They move back 1 spot. And what do I want to do? I want to win. because I like seeing the Bears win. You know, like when me and Josh talked about this, because you've never had to like tank before, so you don't really understand it that much. When you watch your team, you always root for them to win.
Right.
You always do. But then after the fact is when you look and go, hey, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that they lost that game, you know? But like watching the Bears, I always like to see a Bears win. Bears wins make me happy. And we're playing a pretty hot Minnesota team who's coming off of a loss. This is going to be an interesting game. But if this game matters to anybody the most, it doesn't matter to the fans the most. It doesn't matter to the defense the most. It doesn't matter to DJ Moore the most. It doesn't matter to Cole Kmet. It doesn't matter to the offensive line the most. It doesn't matter to Darnell Mooney the most. It doesn't matter to Khalil Herbert the most. It doesn't matter to Dante Foreman the most. It doesn't matter to Josh the most. It matters to Justin Fields the most.
Yep.
This is, you got 6 games.
Yep.
You can put a green check mark next to the Detroit game. Green check, looked good, played good. Great game.
Agreed.
Now do it again tonight. And then do it again next week. And then do it again next week. That's the only thing that matters, guys, right now during this Bears ending stretch is
Correct.
Justin Fields. And my prediction for Justin Fields is he's going to keep doing what he's doing and he's going to ball the fuck out because that's what this man does. Too many people doubting him. Here is my official prediction for tonight. I have to take the Bears as my upset of the week, like I wasn't going to take them anyway. Give me those damn Chicago Bears tonight. And the big play is Bears plus 3.5. If they lose this game, they're losing by a field goal. It's going to be down to the wire. But the score, I debated with the score a little bit because here's what it's going to be, right? I'm either going to be like almost on par with the score prediction or I'm going to be 100% wrong. Because what happens whenever the Bears and the Vikings play each other, it's either 13-10 or it's 31-28. It's one of the two. It's either points are flying or they're not. And I think that Justin Fields is going to have a great night. There's going to be a lot of points. I'm going to take the Bears 31-29. I'm taking the Bears plus 3.5. The over. And Cole Kmet over on 36.5 receiving yards. That is pure.
Take that over.
That is purely a me play because I need.
I like that over. I like that bet.
I need.
I like that bet.
Yeah, I know. I love it too. Cole Kmet's the guy. I need 4 points out of Cole Kmet in fantasy to move to 9-3 and solidify my spot in the playoffs. Essentially.
Ooh.
Well, I have the best record in the league, but that would basically solidify my spot.
That would wrap it up.
Yeah, it says I have a 77% chance to win, and it's a PPR league, so I need 2 catches for 20 yards out of Cole Kmet. Or a touchdown. Touchdown just seals it right away. And then, so that's my parlay for the night, and then I have a player prop parlay.
Ooh.
Justin Fields over 1.5 passing touchdowns. DJ Moore over 0.5 anytime touchdown. DJ Moore anytime. And Cairo Santos over 1.5 extra points, man. Mr. Automatic himself.
Speaking of which.
Who's better than Justin Tucker?
Did you see what happened last night? Justin Tucker is no longer the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
Yeah, I know. He's human.
Younghoe Koo has passed him.
Yeah.
He is now 90%.
Yeah, Josh, he's human.
89.9.
He's human.
So
he's human.
sad.
Yeah, I know. When he missed that, even they showed Herbert on the sideline, and he just goes, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Like
He
everybody
slipped.
thought.
He slipped.
Oh, everybody thought that kick was going straight in, no matter what.
Yeah, of course. So technically, Tucker is 1 for 5 on kicks from 50 plus this year. But he missed from 61, he missed from 58, and the other 2 were blocked. So technically, 1 for 5. But 61 and 58 yards you miss, and the other 2 are blocked. Block kick should not count as a missed field goal over the kicker, by the way. I've been saying that forever. And an extra point was blocked this year. We've had 3 kicks that are blocked. That never happens.
Yeah. But all right, Josh.
For the week, you are 12-3. The fans are 11-4. I am 9-6. Michael is 8-7. I don't think this is going to surprise you, are lone wolfing tonight on Chicago.
Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. Fuck you, Josh. Bears are winning tonight.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe that Michael didn't pull the trigger. I can't believe that. Wow. I really thought that this was going to be like a Michael pick.
You know what's interesting? So we talked about the kickoff show last week. Weirdly enough, you guys had the exact same pick for every single game last week. Very weird.
Yeah, me and Michael think alike sometimes. But when me and Michael thought alike, we did bad.
This week, you guys disagreed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games out of 16.
Wow.
Over half.
And hey, do you see my text about our picks, about pick'ems, that we should do that next year?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
It's really fun. So basically what we're going to do next year is I'm in 2 of these leagues, and they're really fun. So basically it's on like CBS Sports. That's the app that I use. I'll show you guys how it works. So like for this week, I'm in, I think like, dude, I'm still, even though I'm 12-3 right now, I am 16th this week. Because it matters so much on where you place them. So look, so basically how it works, right, is you go through all the NFL games and you pick who's going to win, right? Like there's a couple that I got wrong, but most of my right are at the bottom. But the difference is that you rank them based on how confident you are. Like there were 16 games this week, so the most that you could put on one game is 16 points. So I put 16 points on the Cowboys, and I put 15 on the Dolphins, and then I put fucking 14 on the Detroit Lions, who just blew it. So yeah, whoever has the most points at the end of the week wins that week, but then whoever has the most points at the end of the year is the best NFL picker, basically. Yeah. It's fun. And I think we're going to do that next year. It's hype.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. We
We
already touched on Denver. You can go back and check it. It's obviously on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
We got anything else? Oh, real quick. I saw something from Schefter talking about coaches and how many are going to get fired this year. He said 7 to 10, and I'll take the over for amount of coaches that are going to get fired this year.
Yeah.
He said because there were 5 last year.
Uh-huh.
And he's saying that you are going to see a ton of coaches getting fired this year. He says 7 to 10, and I'm taking the over.
That's wild.
Whew. Because the average is 6.8, according to him.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's an interesting thing to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Matt Eberflus is definitely one of them. So
he's
that's
gone.
good, at least.
Ron Rivera's gone. The question to me is not who's gone, who's not. It's how many of them are going to get fired in season.
Yeah. Staley's gone.
Fired during the season.
Yeah, true.
And I don't know. I was
Weird
shocked
situation.
to see Frank Reich getting fired today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know him and Harbaugh didn't always see eye to eye, but hear me out, man. I'll take it. I'll take him. I'll take him back. Cornerback depth.
Yeah.
MP Juice, man. We love him over here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's like 75-25. There's like a quarter of the fan base that just hates the guy. But
college football was hype as hell this weekend, dude.
Bama.
It was crazy. Bama. It was just wild. It was so much fun. College football. Now we got championship week this week. Iowa, please do it. Please, somehow, some way. Dude, that'll be the funniest thing ever. No, I'm kind of rooting for the chaos scenario at the same time.
Of course. How could you not root for chaos?
Yeah, I kind of want the chaos scenario to happen where it's like you don't know who to pick, you know? But I also want Washington to win really bad. I like Washington a lot.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can do their job and beat Oregon this weekend. That's the game of the weekend. That shit's going to be
the
nuts.
last Pac-12 game, and they're going out with a bang.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
They're really going out with a bang.
Yeah. No, Iowa's only going to get beat by like 20 because their defense is actually really good. Mm-hmm. They'll hold Michigan to like 20 points, and it will be 20-0. That will be the final score of that game because Iowa just can't score the ball. But I think that wraps up for today. We can talk more college football on Wednesday. Once the rankings come out, the final college football playoff rankings. Well, no, not final. Second.
Second to last.
First to final. So, yeah.
Jaden Daniels for Heisman, we agree?
Yeah, he has been lights out.
He's got it.
Yeah,
All
Jordan
right.
Travis was in the conversation, but
yeah.
But all right, hey, thank you boys so much for listening. We really do appreciate it, y'all. And we will talk to you guys later.
See you guys on Wednesday.
Wednesday.